We are back. Welcome back to the ONJ YouTube channel podcast. I'm your co-host Jeremiah.
I'm your co-host Fernando.
Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe. It's free. Why not? It's just a click. Click of a button. Boom.
You know what? I always say if it's free, it's better.
It's free. It's for me. You know.
Free, it's for me.
Game of the night. Tonight we have the Miami Heat visiting Philadelphia to play the Philadelphia 76ers. Philly gets the win at home, 124 to 117. As always, we should play it again.
My player of the game. And I sat here and I looked and I was kind of going back and forth and back and forth, right? On which of these two players I wanted to give my player of the game to. I'm hoping your player of the game will be the other person. So I'm picking this other guy.
Sure, it might not be none of them.
No, I hope it is. I hope it is.
No.
Hope it is. But I'm gonna pick Tyrese Maxey. Um, the record breaking player. He just beat Allen Iverson's record for most 3-pointers. It was like what 816.
86. I thought it was like 886 or something. Or it might be that. I don't know.
I thought it was 860 something.
I
Maybe
got
it's
you.
800. Anyway, he beat a record. I think in that alone, he deserves the player of the game. Honestly, we have
Yeah.
proof of him. We have proof of him beating the record. Unlike Wilt with his 100 points, but
Oh,
besides
here we
that
go.
point,
Here we go. Any excuse, any reason you try to throw it in there, you're gonna find a way. You're gonna find a reason to throw it in there.
I have
Yeah.
to. I have to. Um, just a quick side thing. I was on Twitter the other day.
Mhm.
Um, and they were showing a picture of Wilt Chamberlain um marching after Martin Luther King's death. Um, and they brought a very good point in the comment section. That's why I love Twitter and I love the comment section. Someone said they got everything on camera on tape except that 100-point game. Yeah, yeah. Anyway,
Of,
I digress. Back to the
of
game
all
at
the
hand.
examples, you could have used, you had to use a Martin Luther King.
That was an actual
After
thing I saw. That was an actual thing I saw.
yeah,
I was
when
actually
that
surprised.
footage appears, I'm gonna repost you so many like I'm probably gonna send that to you like every day.
I'm gonna tell you something right now.
I'm probably gonna
I'm gonna tell you something right now.
hmm
It's been what, like 50 plus years since that game, right?
Yeah, give or take.
If that footage decides to magically pop up after more than 50 years, it's 100% AI.
Saying
It's 100%. That footage does not exist.
that's not fair.
If
That is
tomorrow
not
that
fair.
footage pops up, somebody saw this video, went to AI, told him to make the video, and then send it to us. That's the only reason that'll ever pop up.
That's a fair take. That's a fair take. Ah, that's a fair take. So yeah, 880. I think he finished at like 886. So AI had 885, and then uh I think Maxi finished with 886 or something like that. So
Record breaking, record breaking, and an
well,
impressive
no,
fashion because I think
I think
he got there pretty fast.
887. He might have finished the game with like 887. Yeah. So yeah, record breaking
Okay.
faction.
Yeah, he
This
was
is
12, 5 for 12 from three in today's game.
he's like about like a little over halfway his fifth season. And I mean, well, sixth season. Sorry, sixth season.
I think
Um,
this really goes to show the change of the game that people
yeah,
get here just so fast, like the speed of the game and just the amount of teams who focus more on 3-pointers, the amount of players who
right.
focus on 3-pointers. So
No, for
evolution
real.
of the game. But yeah,
No.
anyway, back to the game. I think he deserves it. Not only was he the highest scorer with 28 points, he also brought 11 assists. Obviously, you want that field goal percentage to be a little bit better. He was 9 of 26.
Hmm.
Um, but of course, I think the Heat were really focused on him to diverse
Yeah.
his shot. I think they view him in very high regards as that main scorer um for the 76ers at this point.
I agree. Uh, he would have been my I agree with you in terms of the Heat making an adjustment. He would have been my pick, but I mean, I think he only had pretty much had what 8 points the rest of the game because he dropped 20 in the first quarter, and then for the rest of the game he had 8 points. So
So he
clearly,
focused on him a lot.
and that's impressive too, because sometimes you'll see teams make an adjustment like at halftime, but the Heat like they made that adjustment after the first quarter, so they weren't playing no games. But
But that's also the thing where when you take away his shooting, he brings in 11 assists. So I think that's what's nice about it, that he
complete
has
player.
the court awareness for that.
Hmm.
But you're a player of the game. I'm guessing you're gonna go the other direction I was thinking of.
Yeah, I'm not going. Uh, I'm going different. Going with the rookie. The
Well, not
player
the
who's never seen a fadeaway he didn't like. VJ Edgecombe. Um, I mean, Embiid, he had a great game too, but I just think in that second half, especially like when Maxey wasn't really as what's the word? I guess he wasn't like able to do as much as he did in the first quarter with the 20 points. I feel like VJ Edgecombe really stepped up in the second half and gave his team like much needed buckets when they really needed it, especially with the Heat able to bring the game close. I feel like Philly was up as high as what, maybe 20? Something
20.
like that. Yeah, as high as 20. So for the Heat to be able to tie the game back up,
20? Maybe close to
yeah,
20. I don't know
yeah,
if
it
we
was
ever
like
got
yeah, it was close, something like that. But for the Heat to be able to tie the game back up, you're gonna and Maxi is pretty much kind of, occupied. He's a big part of the Heat's defensive game plan. So you definitely need somebody else to kind of, take up that scoring load. And I feel like he hit timely shots. Now, I mean, he had 19 points, but I feel like if you like saw him in that second half, he really hit like timely buckets that the team really needed, at certain moments. And he's just a very good basketball player. I mean, like he's like really, really good.
I thought you were gonna go on Embiid.
I was thinking about it, but I just the impact of Edgecombe, I don't know. It odd more to me. What I am impressed with Embiid though is that you know,
This is
barring
second game back, I think.
I
Um,
think so.
I think that's what they said. The second game back. He looked pretty good in that first half.
He's
Not
bro.
to
Wow.
mention that 3-pointer that he shot in the fourth quarter to basically like put the game away. Um, so
Yeah, he played against Indiana. Yeah, you're right. The second game back, and he had 27 last game on 11 to 17 shooting. So I don't know. He must be feeling good. Oh, I don't know. He's averaging 26 on the season. Like, come on. I mean, I wanna temper my expectations, but once I saw him try to hit that Euro on Bam, I mean, even though he traveled a little bit, but just the confidence for him to be even willing to try to make that move, just that kind of showed me like, okay, he's kind of returning like to that form. Like he's like his confidence is getting up there. And I love to see that.
yeah, I think once you Embiid plays with that confidence, I think it brings another layer to the 76ers because then you have the opposing team having to decide, are we going to focus and take away Maxey, or are we going to focus and take away Embiid? Um,
Right.
so that 1-2 punch is really powerful for that team.
No, really. Yeah, I mean, shout out to Bam too as well. 29 points, 14 rebounds. Uh, great game that night from him as well. Your thoughts on Hero coming off the bench? What's your take on that?
I was just about to ask that. That's funny because as the game ended, I was thinking back and I was like, why is Hero coming off the bench? Um, which I don't know. The Heat to me are a little weird. You have like Hero. I don't know if Hero would be considered your secondary scorer or your primary scorer, but having him come off the bench when
Who
you
would you
also
put over
have,
him?
huh,
Who would you put over him? Norm Powell?
as the number one option,
Yeah.
Bam.
Mm, mm-mm. Bam ain't no primary scorer.
I never said he's the best. I'm thinking in the Heat's viewpoint, they treat him sometimes like the first option.
Yeah. I don't know. Do you think do you think he's holding them back? Not in the sense of like what he's doing now hurts them, but in terms of him not being like ultra aggressive on the offensive end. Like, do you think that holds them back a little bit?
I think the Heat are holding themselves back
Ooh, talk about it.
because I don't. I feel like sometimes they're like we've said before, and I think you've mentioned this a lot where you don't like Bam as the center. You want
Yep.
Bam to be like you want Bam to be the power forward. Um, and the Heat are just dead set on having him be that center for them. Um, which I think at certain points puts them at a disadvantage. Um, and I don't know, it's kind of like they want him to be like AD. I feel like at times like prime AD, and I don't think that's there.
Sure. I hope not, because that is not. I don't know. I honestly don't know what the Heat. I don't know what they're. I don't know. Like, I understand the culture. You know what I mean? Like, the culture has been established, right? Heat culture. We're gonna work hard. We're gonna work hard in any team. Like, you're gonna come here, you're gonna work. And it's gonna be a disciplined, hard working culture. But like, what's the vision of the team? Like, who's the future? Like, who's the future superstar? Like, Sixers, you have Maxey. Like, you
They
you
don't
could
have a
build,
future superstar.
and that's a problem. Like, Sixers have Maxey. They could build around. Grizzlies have Ja. Timberwolves have Anthony Edwards. Like young superstars. OKC. SGA. Like, who's the Heat? Like, is it Tyler Hero? Because I don't know if it's. I mean, he's off the bench. He's coming off the bench, so clearly it may not be Tyler Hero. So it's like,
Tyler Hero's
who?
in trade discussions every season, so I mean it's definitely not Tyler
And I
Hero.
mean, he didn't get traded this year, so like that's got to be interesting. That's got to be tough as well, right? To kind of be in trade discussions and then have to kind of perform. What I mean, every night for a team that may or may not want you. So it's like, I don't know. Like, I just don't know I don't know what the plan is.
If I am a Heat fan, I would be extremely mad and annoyed at Pat Riley because it seems like sometimes either the man's falling asleep and not making the necessary trades or going after the necessary players. I don't know if he's falling asleep or he's just too scared of thinking that he's gonna get like somebody's gonna take advantage of him and do a crazy trade like that. The For example, like the Brooklyn one, back in the day. Um, it's just like there's been opportunities or at least talks where they're like Heat are interested in this player, Heat are interested in this player, but you never see any momentum. Especially when you had Jimmy Butler, who would play 48 minutes for 7 games straight, took you to two finals. The man could barely breathe because he was giving it his all on the floor, and Pat Riley was like, we're running the same team back, and you're doing that same exact thing. Maybe next season, third season, I'm not gonna do anything to this team, and I think that's their biggest thing. Where the Heat themselves, I think, are kind of set in this mediocre stage where they're like, we're winning some basketball games, we're fine, we don't have to go all crazy, but you don't have a superstar, you don't have
Yeah.
your definitive guy.
Yeah, and I'm trying to think like who. I mean, really, the last super, like you said, I mean, the last superstar they've had is probably Jimmy Butler, right? Like he was the last guy, and he was kind of traded away. So I just don't know what the vision, what the vision is, you know? Like, is it gonna be just, a hardworking team that's like consistently, in the play-in and playoff, like in the play-in or seven, eight spot, like you know what I mean, hovering around that, or do we make a splash move, for a superstar and bring them? I mean, who wouldn't want to come to Miami? Beautiful city, no income tax. Like, I mean, I'm sure that shouldn't be no problems getting like a high value free agent. I mean, to
the
come
other
to the city.
the other thing that sometimes I think about is that Eric Spoelstra is such a good coach. Like he
Hmm.
knows where to play players at, the necessary adjustments that need to be made. And I think he rises a team's floor where you could have a team that's not good because your coach is so good, he's gonna propel that team to higher than they actually should be. And I think
Hmm.
sometimes Pat Riley and like the Heat front office let that get to their heads and think like if he could do that with them, I'll get him one better player and then we should be even better next season. And
Yeah.
I don't imagine what he could do with a competent team. That's what
Mm.
they will be focused on. Get him like an
Yeah.
actual star and good players around it.
Yeah. I think what also could be a thing too is like it's just the work, right? Like the work that the team puts in. They could probably, and I mean it's just a guess, but they could probably feel that just give us whatever team, right? Like kind of what you said, like give us whatever team. Like you said, he raises the floor, but like the reason they can feel so comfortable with whatever team is because of the work culture, right? They could probably feel that like whatever guys you give us, it don't like we're gonna make it work because they're gonna work so hard to where it don't matter who you give us. Like the amount of work that we put in, we know we trust like our training regimen and things like that. That it's gonna make whatever player we get better. Like you know what I mean? Like it's gonna.
Yeah, but I think there's a point where like heat culture can only carry you so far.
Yeah,
You need a superstar to carry you the other half of the way.
that's fair. I mean, look at Jimmy Butler. Like, yeah, the team was working hard, but Jimmy would put on playoff performances that's like only Jimmy Butler could like put that like yes, I'm sure the culture like contributed to that, but even like Jimmy Butler's basketball DNA like also takes the team to another level, not just the what I mean the training regimens and things like that. So yeah, I'm curious to see like what they do. I mean, like trade deadline's over, obviously, so I guess we gotta wait to see in the summer. Right
And
now they're
every
in the eighth. Oh, go ahead.
I was gonna say every trade line deadline, if there's a big star I want to trade, it's always the Miami Heat are one of their top preferred destinations. Guess what? The Miami Heat ain't gonna do anything.
Yeah. Nah, I mean, so right now they're sitting in the eighth seed, right between the Magic and the Hornets. So, which I mean, I guess is typical. I mean, which is kind of expected. So, we'll see if they're able to maintain that position and yeah, but for the same Sixers though, I mean, they're looking great. Uh, I appreciate the trade for Jeremy Kane to the Thunder. Really appreciate, really enjoying his talents, bringing to the OKC squad. But I mean, 76ers though, they're gonna be good. I mean, regardless, I think it's just really gonna depend on Embiid. I mean, look how they're looking without Paul George, right? So, you know,
Shout out Paul George.
shout out to Paul George. So it's like once they get Paul George back too, you know, healthy and uh, Embiid
Healthy.
continues. What do you want me to say?
I
What
mean, he's
clean?
not out. He's healthy right now.
What clean? I don't know. What do you want me to say? True, like so once they get him back and B, gets into, continues to get into game shape, they're gonna be good. They're gonna be really good. So I'm excited. I'm excited to see how they look for sure. It's
Yeah.
been a lot of injuries too. Um, I just saw marketing. He's gonna be out for 2 weeks, I believe. Um,
The Jazz are tanking. It doesn't matter.
taking for who though? I mean, man, like next year's draft
It's stacked.
is stacked, bro. Very stacked. Very, very stacked. I'm
They're
excited.
tanking. The Wizards are tanking.
Oh, you don't think Trey Young's playing? Really? You don't think
Okay,
so?
bro. Okay, bro. He's gonna
Yeah,
come
no.
back. He's gonna come back, play for a game, and then all of a sudden, oh, he's injured with this other injury. Can't play.
Oh man. But you don't think he's coming back?
No.
Dang. Yeah, I
Or
mean
maybe if
Jada.
he does come back, I don't expect him to play for long. Maybe
Yeah.
a few games. Maybe magically he gets injured again. He's out for the season.
To
Like
be honest,
nobody mentioned anything about Jaren Jackson, and then he got traded to the Jazz, played like 3 games, and then he was like, "Oh, he's out for the season." But just magically,
well, yeah.
we're the team that wants to tank. We traded for a good player. Magically, now he needs season-ending surgery. How could that happen?
What was it? What was his What
I
was
don't
it?
know.
Said it was he had like he had a growth. He had like a growth in his left knee, something.
That's crazy.
Yeah, that's tough. I mean, yeah, a lot of injuries. Hope players, speedy recoveries. Hope they all get well, but not a great win for the
Talking
76ers in their hometown. Wow.
talking about speedy recoveries. I don't know if you saw that video. Just a quick shout out to Chris Bosh. I don't know if you saw the video. He was having more complications with his blood clots that he had.
Yeah,
Um,
still. Jeez.
yeah. So my best wishes
Uh,
to him. Hopefully,
get well, CB1. Get well,
Heat
CB1.
legend. Heat legend. Imagine what the Heat could have been if he was still able to play and continue the trajectory that he was on.
This is like a perfect era for Chris Bosh too.
Yeah,
Like this like era, that would be
there was
perfect for
there
him.
was certain players that were ahead of their time. He's one of them.
Not for sure. He's tough. But speed recovery though. But yeah, you got anything else?
No, that's the last thing that came to my mind.
All right. Well, great win for the 76ers. At home, Miami. Uh, I'm sure your superstar is somewhere. He's somewhere in that building. I know he's
Wake,
somewhere in that building.
wake up, Pat Riley.
Wake up, Pat Ryan.
Wake up, Pat Riley. I need him to
Oh,
have that same energy he had when he got that statue outside of the Lakers Center.
something like something for real. But nah, I mean, we'll see what the Heat do. See if they maintain their playoff positioning. And yeah, uh, appreciate y'all for tuning in. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe. Tell me your thoughts on the game, your thoughts on the NBA season so far. Any hot takes, cold takes? We'll catch you in the next video. We out.